by just 11 points.
Torre, quick kick under pressure. Now a chance for the Bulldogs. Now it's the Melbourne side. Lample out of defence to Viney. Bounces when maybe he didn't need to. The running Uze's magnificent play by the Melbourne side up the centre wing. But marked brilliantly by Stephen Curtis. Better timing from the Bulldog defender.
Looking to repel the attack is Prediuk. In short, Curley virtually just wanders off. Now he's wandered into trouble. That's holding the ball. No, says the umpire, they're allowed to go. Johnson's away. Kicks across the ground. Newton takes the mark and just checks out the worms at his feet. To Lovett. Long to centre half forward. Here's Schwartz and Ellis. Schwartz pushing and shoving. Southern comes back to assist. The run down was good by Dent. Leon out to Cox. Ellis providing run. Approaching half forward, back into centre half forward, there's no one there. Grant does the roving off the back of Cowell's hands to Romero, straight in front. The Bulldogs need it. The Bulldogs have got it.
And we called it, Terry. Craig Ellis on Schwartz. Better set up there at centre half back. Provided the run down the ground. And Chris Grant with class, read it off the pack beautifully and gives the handball out and a goal to Romero. Here we see Craig Ellis pushing down off Schwartz, squares the ball up here to Chris Grant, puts the pressure on to Cowell, who misses the mark, should have taken it, and Romero, with poise, takes his time and a goal.
Well, basically going against the flow, the Bulldogs have kicked 8 goals, 10 goals, 17, so very poor kicking. So the Romero goal was very timely as Liberatore is pushed in the back, but his kick will go straight to Darren Cowell on half back to the Demons. 10 minutes remaining in this game. It's been a ripper. It's been full of heat and passion. It's Michael Martin for the Bulldogs now. Sends them forward, pumps it up to the forward line. Darcy's held without the ball. Umpire Harvey calls it and will give him the free kick.
And if he kicks this, he could be all over here for Demons. I should say this game up here. Hasn't been the greatest kick today, Luke Darcy. He's missed a lot of shots. But if he kicks this one, just settles back Western Bulldogs for
He's kicked 2 goals. Luke Darcy, no, 1 goal 3.
Yeah, 1 goal 3.
1 goal 3.
Well.
I was looking at James Cook on my stat sheet. 1 goal 3, Luke Darcy. So a critical kick.
But they look more potent with Chris Grant down there, providing a lot of movement and troubling the Demons' backline.
Critical kick for the Bulldogs. This could be the difference between them playing finals football in 1997. Sure, there's 9 minutes remaining in the game, but it's a 17-point margin. This will stretch it out to 23 and maybe resist that momentum that Melbourne were getting at the beginning of the quarter. He hasn't let him down. That is a great kick and a great goal to Luke Darcy. There goes the whoop, we can hear it. So maybe that was the kick, Couchy, the one that really may settle the Bulldogs in this final turn.
Well, you just saw on the faces of a couple of Demons players there that just dropped their heads a little bit here. They've just taken the momentum, and Curley has been a very good player. Good vision there, under pressure, kicks the ball out wide. And a free kick there, holding on by Seacamp there. And Luke Darcy doesn't let his team down and kicks a goal.
So Darcy's second goal takes the lead out to 23 points for the Western Bulldogs. Just under 10 minutes of play remaining. Wind hooks it forward. Cameron in quickly. Now he's buried there by a couple of Melbourne players. McDonald being the last one up off Leon Cameron. Cameron a goal in the first quarter.
A free kick to Romero. Sean Charles pushed him off the ball. Silly play.
Touch of undisciplined play coming into the Demons side here now. Romero long, putting pressure on the defence of the Demons. In-out handball to Steins. Darcy running onto the loose ball. Romero steps in front. Forward handball. Gergic all wrapped up.
And Cook's coming off.
Melbourne losing Sean Smith before the start of the game. Didn't take his place as a result of concussion.
Pluggeritis, some of you suffering from term.
But I think they've sorely missed his focal point at full forward. Martin, one of 6 changes made by the Bulldogs for today's game. Drives in Montgomery. Very good player coming off the bench. That's mark number 9.
It's been a good play for him when he's come on. That half-forward flanker enables him to take another great mark. His sides are very good. And he's had 10 kicks and 4 handballs and 9 marks. A pretty good game for Montgomery today.
1 goal 2 is his return.
It's a fair day effort for a half-forward flanker.
Just providing that alternative marking option has been the key to his performance. So here he goes from mark number 9 and kick number 11. He's kicked goal number 2.
Good to see the Bulldogs kicking goals when it really counts, because they're under the hammer. They're 17 behinds on the board. I think they were 9 goals, 17. They kicked 3 goals in a row. So we saw Sean Charles was benched for his
undisciplined play there. Russell, there's no need for that. Gives the Western Bulldogs an opportunity to kick another goal, and that's what they did. Montgomery, a good mark for his size, and he's played very well today.
So some pleasing signs from the Melbourne side in the second half, but on the other hand, the Bulldogs haven't been all that convincing. They've had a lot of the play in the first half, but they really haven't buried the Demon side. They had the opportunity, poor kicking, sure, but Chris Grant showing strength against Ingerson. Now through the pack goes Brad Johnson, directly in front, Brad Johnson. There's another one for the Bulldogs. The nail is in the coffin. Very pleasing stuff, very happy face. Great finishing for the Bulldog side, but maybe we should have seen this earlier in the match.
That's right, but quick kick out of the centre there puts enormous pressure on the Demons back line there. Romero with the quick kick, that's what you like to see. Get the ball on. Chris Grant at centre half forward. It's good to see him back there last 5 minutes. And Brandon Johnson, a little bit of a trick, but quality player, had time to steady, and that's what you want. And there's the 2-finger sign. Goal. Very happy about that, Brad Johnson.
35 points now's the lead of the Western Bulldogs, and the supporters of that club in fine voice here at the moment. Viney tries to get the ball clear. Can't. Prediok has a go at it for the Western Bulldogs. He too is unsuccessful, and the umpire will bounce the ball once again. Prediok.
Cream's come to the top, Terry, hasn't it, really, by the Western Bulldogs? They've just got better players all over the ground. They match up well.
Third quarter surge by Melbourne, primarily through Jeff Farmer with 4 goals in that quarter. Brought Melbourne back to within 15 points at 3-quarter time. First goal of the last quarter, the Melbourne brought them to within 9, but since then the Western Bulldogs have answered with 4 goals. Simon Cox, long towards the wing. Ellis on the bench for the first 3 quarters or thereabouts. One of the stars of the early form of the Western side has fallen a little bit. Now back out there playing at centre half back on Schwartz. Ingerson the spoil. Long and hard over the line, boundary throw in.
Great punch by Ingerson there to get his left hand just to the ball there. Just a little tap and beautiful direction to the boundary line. Great defensive play.
Steins and Wind as they have done for most of the day. This time neither takes it away. Woden in front of Southern. Ball to be bounced. So the Western Bulldogs now look towards the last 3 games. Their next encounter against Adelaide at Football Park next week. Then West Coast at the Whitten Oval for their only game at that venue this year. And then Hawthorn at Waverley. 3 very tough games. Liberatore taken slightly high, if you think the bridge of his nose is high. To West. Away they go. West on the left foot. Probes into centre forward. Grant and Ingerson. Ingerson again, great spoil. The runners are there for the Dogs. Johnson off the ground, misses the 21 metres. Free kick to Melbourne out on the full.
That's why Chris Grant's very important in centre forward. It just gives that contest there.
Quick kick into play. Glenn Lovett takes the mark. Left half back for the Demons. They got within 9 points. And we had a ripper start to this final turn. Leon Cameron. There's the Leon Cameron of old, sailing in front of the pack. And a 1 grab. So he ignores the Luke Darcy lead. So he goes back. Goes again, but it's kick to kick here. Straight back to Glenn Lovett. Can't pull it in. Good tackle from Montgomery. Work from Martin is strong. Very like his namesake, the fullback at North Melbourne. Tough in the packs. Michael Martin, number 23. It's
got maybe more hair than Nick.
He doesn't look the same. I'll be kind.
You'll be kind, thank you.
Scotty Wine. He heard the call from Johnson. Couldn't get his kick. Now Steins to Gergic, up to the running Pyman. So a lot of the ball, been very busy. Robert Pyman, beautiful pass, finding the running Neitz, who missed out on the third quarter surge, spent it on the bench. Up to Neitz and Farmer, Schwartz and Farmer, but the ball will come back. Dennis Rich controlling the play with a free kick to, and they're moving him around, so redirecting his kick. He'll do it all again. Action replay. Neitz will kick from about 60 metres out directly in front, so he might make the distance. He's having a shot. It's a long kick. It'll go close. Farmer, the big fly over the back. But the ball bounces off the hands, and it's the Melbourne 7 behind. 9-7, 61, trailing the Bulldogs by 34 points. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the game, so I think it might be all over. Terry Wallace can at least relax a little, at least for the rest of the day, but they've got the Adelaide Crows next week at Footy Park.
Generating run now from half-back. Cameron and Dent combining together and finding Grant outer wing side at Optus Oval. The new home of the Western Bulldogs. Kicks now towards Prediok, the defender coming down the ground. He's awarded that mark. Advantage is now played, away he goes. Kicks into the fence, it's good there for Melbourne. Liberatore does the roving, the left foot, screwed it back, screwed it round, got a goal, Liber!
Oh, look out, the boys are happy.
Just hope they're not too happy.
And happy they were. The Dogs barking again finally after a drought which has lasted 4 weeks. The Western Bulldogs back on the winning list today, home by 38 points. That's their 11th win of the season. And Brad Johnson, Brett Montgomery and Luke Darcy each kicking 2 goals for the winners today. And Gerard Healy, on your show Around the Grounds tonight, I saw a very animated and upset coach of the Bulldogs, Terry Wallace, defending the tactics used this year by Tony Liberatore.
Yeah, I think Libba has been under some pressure over the last 4 weeks, and it all seems to reflect back on what happened between himself and Paul Kelly back in round 3. And we know that Kel didn't shake hands with Libba, and that some people are for that and some people against that. A couple of weeks when they got a bit of a nice old caning up in Sydney. But Terry Wallace was fairly defensive of Tony Liberatore, and that's, I guess, the role of the coach. And after a win, I'm sure they'd be trying to regroup. They've got a pretty hard draw coming home, including games against Adelaide and West Coast. I reckon they've got to pinch 1, maybe 2 to get that final spot. And after coming so far, the Bulldogs, it would be a real disappointment if they couldn't pinch a spot in the finals.
There's no doubt about that. They're still in there with a chance, and you're still in there with a chance too, because coming up on the other side of this break, your chance to win $250 worth of footy gear and a chance also to win a very, very special day at the AFL Grand Final.
That's why